A very big welcome to you, my dear Aquarius. So the sun is now in Aries and the moon in your sign, and you get Temperance, which is Sagittarius, the spiritual aspect of Sagittarius, where the dress that covers her hips to the legs is now above her. And there is one dove landing and one dove leaving. And that's the message here, that you understand the equilibrium of inhale and exhale. And once you understand that, you are clearly bringing that into your life, because Sagittarius is someone that wants adventure. And so we're going to look at Sagittarius, right? Because here comes the spirit of Sagittarius, not a person. So we're going to see what is the spirit of Sagittarius bringing to you. And you are getting the Warrior, and it's the Chariot, it's Cancer. Now, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Cancer, so maybe that's what's talking here. And Jupiter in Cancer is all about, how do I behave with the people that know me the longest, and not with those that I just meet. Am I fighting for them or against them? What are you doing, right? How are you living with the people that you are constantly being together or are close? And so you see that the 14 turns into a 5, which is that human aspect of learning, coming and going, inhale and exhale, and an equilibrium here, a balance here that you create out of your belly. And it's your belly that's protecting you, right? It's this red dress that's usually above all of this fabric. And so now she has a shield above her. It's almost like there is a guardian angel holding this lampshade over her, but it's actually her overdress. And so the 5 and the 7 is the 12. And the 7 is always the crown chakra, right? Out of your crown chakra, which you kind of have a protection over, you know what to do next. And so the 12 is either Neptune, which is now in Aries, or it's Pisces, right? The 12 zodiac sign. And so the 12 is also all 12 zodiac signs. So whatever you are protecting, it's kind of like giving birth to protection to all in the end. And the 12 turns into the 3. The 3 is the Empress that sees now what's going on. And it's kind of like this woman is here, and then she also becomes the warrior-ess, right? That is here to protect. Now we're going to look what Cancer is saying, because these are 2 major arcanas, right? So I picked the deck for Sagittarius, and now I'm picking the deck for Cancer, because the Chariot is the soul aspect of Cancer. And so here are 2 people, Sagittarius and Cancer. One is a fire sign and the other one is a water sign. And what's interesting is he's a knight, and so he's fire and fire, and she's a queen. And so she's water and water, right? Because Cancer is the element water, Sagittarius is the element of fire. But all the knights are fire, and so there's a mix, or then the purity of it. And so there's fire and water, and it's just like crazy. And they don't see each other. She's going this way, and she's looking here at this one. She's seeing what is landing. And he or she is leaving, and it's turning into this bird, into this bird. You see this? It's almost like the story continues. There is something, you have noticed something has arrived, and you're like, oh my God, yes. And already it's leaving, and you are turning into this whole new personality. It's amazing. I mean, it's really beautiful. Never seen that. And now comes the Prince of Wands, which is Leo. Look at that. And so what's interesting here is that Sagittarius, like I said, is that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Cancer right now. And guess what? In summer, Jupiter is going into Leo, and so Leo is here. So you have Sagittarius, Cancer, and Leo. And Leo is saying, well, I am ready. I am ready to take this energy forward. And you notice that here is the red above her head. There is a red sign, and now the card is red. So yes, it's also letting us know that in Aries are going to be 7 planets. I mean, not the moon, right? The moon is not a planet, but it's gonna be 7 bodies in Aries. And so there's gonna be really a strong energy that's coming right out into the world. There is this war energy, right? Through Aries. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go. But then here the King of Wands is Leo, and there's a playfulness in Leo. Meanwhile, Aries is quite serious. He's the Emperor. And now here's the 5th zodiac sign. So there's a 5-5 portal framing the 7, or we get the 17. And the 17 is the star, is Aquarius, is you, and the 8 is left. Right? And so we can also calculate here the 14 and the 7 is the 21. And the 21 is the world. And the 21 and the 5 is the 26. And the 26, the 8 is left again. And so I give you just the meaning of all the interactions, but you put your story in there. But it's clear, right? There is something landing, and you are going into this new phase of being a revolutionary personality that is leading in a very beautiful way, but also be careful that you're not going too strongly into the warrior energy, right? But also that you're leading with joy and fun and celebration. And so I think that's the message for you, my dear Aquarius. Lead with clarity and celebration and go forward into this revolution that is happening all over the world right now. Wow, what a message, and what a coincidence, right? With the bird, and the bird, it's like, boop, it's right there. So I hope I see you in the next reading. That's when we get the sun in Taurus. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.